hand. Yeah, okay. There's a question from Pakistan from Arshad Aziz. What is the difference between ishq and mind?
Ishq and mind?
Ishq and mind. M-I-N-D.
Is that ishq referring to love just now?
Yes. And ishq and mind. Our mind and ishq. That's what he is meaning.
What is ishq referring to? Is that the one I mentioned? Ishq? Is that the word I was referring to? Ishq?
Yes. What is the difference between ishq, as you mentioned, and mind?
Well, what is ishq? Then you're referring to what is love, all right? So what is love, and the other one is referring to basically, basically the question is a particular case. It's a particular case now of the question or the difference between knowledge and love, because ishqun referring to the state of love, to the reality of love. The other one is mind, referring to basically to the cerebral consciousness, to knowledge. Now, why is the difference? I mean, it's very difficult to discuss about the difference there, but it's connection here. All right. In other words, in order to understand the nature of ishq, love, whether it is between creatures or between God and creatures, basically the function of the mind is about having knowledge of something. All right, is about understanding of the relationship between things, whereas ishqun, that refers to a particular relationship, in a sense, in a state of being, or the dimension of that being, in others, between the subject of love and the object of love. To talk about ishqun, there must be the subject, which is called the ashik, which is the lover, all right, that which functions as the lover, and the other one is the object. Okay, but that relation itself is, in order to understand that, we had to have the role of the mind. Yeah. So in other words, the role of the mind is in understanding the nature of the relationship between the one that loves and the one that is being loved. All right. I think that that is the connection between the mind and love in general. Yeah.
Okay, there's a question. I have unmuted Syed Jamaluddin Baram. He wants to ask the question. So please go ahead, Syed Jamaluddin.
Jazakallah khair, Professor. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah. Thank you for a great presentation, dear Professor Osman. I have a question. I live in Sweden, but Iranian originally. And in the West, we have the notion of narcissism in the Western psychology, right? And I'm looking at this with love yourself. And I really like what you're saying, Professor Osman. Do we have a terminology in the Islamic framework of psychology to speak about narcissism, too much love of yourself, or loving yourself in a way which is not connected to a divine connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Do we have this terminology, or is this a Western problematic? Jazakallah khair.
Thank you.
Well, no, you ask